fanboys in a room with a mic? From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Bitch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start.
And we're back. Yeah, we're starting. It's been a while. We didn't do an episode last week because of Pokemon Go. We were all too busy playing.
Yep. Pistol B Jr. was playing Pokemon Go, walking to a light post, lost his tooth.
Yep. Busted my tooth open. So I might sound a little different this episode. Hopefully I don't, but I'm pretty sure I can.
Little Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I know. Much more of a lisp. So we got 2 weeks worth of shit to talk about, and 90% of it is still Pokemon Go. So first, I got this really quick. Remember last week, or might have been the week before, I was talking about my concerns when it came to Project Scorpio, and well, apparently Xbox or Microsoft has other people concerned about having to buy a new console every year. So they're considering a trade-in option for Project Scorpio. So
it's kind of like upgrading a cell phone.
Exactly. So the two are, well, what they're saying is because the S is coming out a year apart or a year earlier, and if you aren't able to make the transition, you can actually go. They're considering picking, if you buy the S, you can trade it in for.
Okay, so only the S you can trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it is, but it's still, you know what I mean. It's better than like shit. I bought because you gotta think about it like this.
Is it a full trade-in, or is it traded in and you pay $100?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's see here. Gamers are feeling silenced by companies. Blah blah blah. It looks like probably it's gonna be more like a GameStop trading deal where you trade in a Scorpio, you'll get, or you trade in a S, you'll get like, you only have to pay $100 for the Scorpio.
You get like $200 towards your Scorpio.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess it's still not as bad, but like yeah, I get. Well, okay, we're not gonna do a full trade-in because they're gonna lose. They're just gonna lose money. Like, why make the S? Well, I don't think they should be making the S anyway. You know, if they have if Scorpio's coming out in a year, why not just, we got Project Scorpio coming out in 2 years. I can wait. But they're impatient.
I think the S is just purely so it could be with how the PS4 is right now.
Yeah.
Because Xbox One has always been like that one little step behind.
Yeah. That's true. So yeah, this is just to get them on the same level, and to be even with the 4.5 at least. Yeah, I get that. Or what do they call it? Is it? Yeah, it's a 4.5. I don't know what there was a name. Neo. Yeah. I knew there was a name. And then awesome news here. Fucking Hello Games has officially completed No Man's Sky.
As soon as I saw that, I pre-ordered it.
Nice. Yeah, it is officially completed. No more pushbacks. No more delays, unless something fucking
horribly wrong.
Yeah, once a game has gotten gold, that means it's gold. Like, the game itself is finished. So if anything happens between now and the release date, it's nothing to do with the game is finished. There's no more changes being done to the game. So, which is awesome. So there shouldn't be any more delays, and you can see this picture. This is what they tweeted this picture out. You can see how everyone's freaking super psyched, especially the bearded dude. I forget his name right now. The dude that's been doing all the press.
Sean Murray?
Thank you. That's his name.
Is that really his name? I just guessed.
I forget his name right now. It should be on here. I didn't know they got death threats after it was fucking postponed the last time.
Yeah, I think they did. I believe they did.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget his name. It's not on here. Yeah, it's free. Or it's free. It's completed, so it should be getting done soon, which is awesome. And then, I don't know if this is still going on, but Dragon Ball Z, the very first season of Dragon Ball Z, you can get it free.
Where?
By heading to the Microsoft store. You get 16 episodes, or 16 hours. That's all 39 episodes. 16 hours of...
I mean, the thing is, you could go on...
Yeah, I mean, you can...
You can go on the internet, search up Dragon Ball Z, and it's free. All of
Yeah.
it. Not just the first season. Like.
Yeah, that's true. But this is for, like, Xbox. Like, this is all only for Xbox users. Or Xbox and Windows users. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Windows 8, 10, and Windows Phone 8. You can get it from the Windows Store, apparently. I don't know if it's still going on, but as of last week, that's when I got this. I figured, you know, and you know, if anyone doesn't remember the first season, it's is when Vegeta and Raditz and fucking it's over 9,000. That's where that's where that came from.
What? Over 9,000?
It's over 9,000. Continue with some cartoon news. He-Man Thundercats crossover from DC and Mattel. They're going to be doing a 6-part comic series that's going to have the meet for the first time in any universe ever.
He-Man and Thundercats?
Yes. For an 80s kid like myself, that's fucking awesome.
Are they even supposed to? Are they supposed to or something?
They're on different planets, but there's nothing to saying they're not in the same universe.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. And it's it's gonna be the same creative lead that did the whole Ninja Turtles and Batman.
Oh, okay.
And that was an epic series. I actually read that one. I actually read the first couple of issues. The first 2 issues. I haven't read the rest of it. But I was liking what I was reading so far.
Did Batman kill the Ninja Turtles?
No, but he beat the shit out of them originally because he wasn't like, who the fuck are you guys? And he was just giant turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked them up.
You're aliens. I have to kill you.
What? Your mother's name is Martha?
Oh, sorry about everything I talked about. We're totally cool now.
And now to the fucking big news. The news of the last 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Go. It was released last Thursday?
Something like, I don't even I wasn't even expecting it to come out. Like I just saw on my phone.
Yeah.
Someone tweeted
yeah.
Pokemon Go's out. Go get it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I had somebody. I saw a post. Somebody posted of their first Pokemon catch. I was like, what? So I went to the store really quick. It's like, oh, there it is. Download. And they were having tons of well, they're still having trouble, but the server was fucking not able to keep up with the demand. They were not expecting how huge it came out.
Even people who don't like Pokemon.
Yeah, I've been playing this goddamn game. July 7th is when it came out in the U.S. So that was, last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I know they postponed it in other countries, and I don't know if they've actually gotten in. Cause it lost in Australia, New Zealand, and the U.S. And I think the U.K. as well now. But I know because of the server problems they were having, they had to like, okay, well, let's get it stabilized in these countries first, and then we'll get everyone else on board. Like, not even Japan had it, so, which is crazy, the fact that Japan didn't have it.
Yeah. Probably lost their minds.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they did. And then just the first week alone, Nintendo's stock rose 10% thanks to Pokemon Go.
I think I saw 30% or some shit.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gone up higher than that since then, but that's crazy how, one fucking app, and it's one of those things where it's one of those apps where, like, okay, yeah, everyone knew it was going to be big, everyone was waiting for it, but, like, as huge as it is, it's been...
Yeah, you go to a park, you just see people fucking walking in circles.
Dude, okay, I work graveyard shift, and there's, like, a couple there's, like, in my immediate area, there's about 6 Pokéstops within a 5-mile radius, and then there's, like, 4 or 5 gyms, and I see people all night long, just driving, riding bikes. There was, like, the first night that I got it, there was, like, a group of, like, 8 kids, not kids, they were adults, younger than me, but still,
Like my age.
Yeah, between like 18 and 25 maybe, but they're all on bikes, and they're all riding with their phones in their hands, and they're just fucking riding around going on, and like, I even because I saw them, because I almost hit one of them, because I was playing too, and well, I was in a parking lot, so I was driving real slowly. I was just kind of creeping, and there was nothing in my area, so I looked up to see where the where the next thing was, and I look up and there's a bunch of bikes just coming right at me, and they're not looking either. So like if I would have kept looking down, I would have. Luckily, I wouldn't hit them very hard. You know, maybe 4 or 5
definitely
miles.
would have hit him.
I definitely would have hit him. But
might have knocked him off his bike.
Yeah, exactly. Pokemon Go is the top grossing app in the U.S. App Store. It's actually this was the first week when it first came out. So if it came out on Thursday, I got this story Saturday morning or Saturday night, and I know it's gotten just even bigger. It's the biggest app on pretty much all app stores right now. Yeah. It's beating Tinder. I think might have a.
I think someone said it's bigger than porn.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't have it on this one. I think it might be on the next one. I'll find it right now. But with Pokemon Go, there's been a fucking shit ton of bullshit
all the
stories.
nerds say, "Fuck jacking off. I need to go catch me some
Pokemon." Because it really is like I haven't played Hearthstone in a while. Since I've been playing, I haven't played Hearthstone. I haven't played any other game on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played them because I've been playing fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
And like the thing that is so brilliant about the Pokemon app that gets you playing is it has to be open. Yeah. It doesn't like you can't be just walking around and there's a buzz, there's a Pokemon around. No, you have to have it open. You have to have it. Yeah, it has to be active. But that being said, that fucking app eats so much
data and battery life.
Battery life. See, with me, data's not an issue. I have unlimited data, so I don't even trip. But battery life is like, fuck, like you have to have.
Like I have 10 gigs of data, and that's a lot of data.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's basically unlimited until this game came out.
Yeah.
And like, I think my cycle restarted like a week ago, last week, and I had already gone through like 5 gigs.
Holy
last week.
Shit. Well, you heard about what T-Mobile's doing, right?
Yeah, they're doing the
free Poké data.
Yes. Is that free unlimited Poké data?
Free as long as you're using it to play the Pokemon app. You have free data. Yeah. Your other data, like if you're going on the internet and doing other shit, that data that uses your data. Yeah. But when you're playing the Pokemon app,
that's smart.
Yeah. So that's what they call it, the Poké data. And but they're only doing that for the year.
For a year.
Till August 2017, and then it goes back to normal.
They're probably expecting it to die down by then.
Yeah, by then. But with the news of Pokemon Go and people getting out and actually doing shit, comes a bunch of stories of people doing
some stupid shit.
Yeah. Well, this one this one.
Honestly, it's natural selection at its finest.
Oh fuck yeah, it is. Like the whole situation with the car. Okay, I was wrong for doing it in the car. The people were wrong for being in the middle of the street on a bike. Granted, it's 2 a.m, but still, there's vehicles riding around. You can't just lose all your focus. This was the first major story that came out last week. Pokemon Go player finds a body while searching for a Pokemon. An unfortunate Wyoming woman, 19-year-old, was looking for some water Pokemon down by a river, and she found a body floating around, and that's gotta be freaky as fuck. Did you imagine? That's like a fucking Pokemon Stand By Me. Yeah. You want to see a dead body? Well, let me catch this Pokemon first. But it's like, fuck, man, it's crazy. Like, you know, it's one of those things where people are going where people are actually getting up and not getting out of their houses, and now they're going places where they're like, okay, well, no one really goes over here. Like, okay, like I need to go to this river. Might be used more often during the summer. I mean, we're in the middle of the summer, but maybe it's an off time for that river or whatever it may be. But or maybe that she went to an area where no one really goes, but because there might have been a Pokemon down there, you know, she might have been trying the Pokemon, and that's how she ended up finding this body.
Yeah.
Oh. Why is this story down here? This story should have been near the top. What the fuck happened when we were talking about Xbox? One real quick Xbox story. Remember that whole Xbox Play Anywhere thing? Where it's like...
Yeah, where after every game there's a play anywhere. Play anywhere.
Yeah. Well, apparently the Xbox exclusive games are still going to be Xbox exclusives. So there's going to be a bunch of Play Anywhere games, but I think they said like 2 different games that are going to be Play Anywhere. Or actually not Play Anywhere. They shouldn't have been labeled Play Anywhere, but at E3 all the Play Anywhere hype, they got overhyped, and so yeah.
I said it like 3 times. Play anywhere. The crowd really reacted to it. So I just said play anywhere.
It turned into the Oprah. You're in the car. You're in the car.
Oh shit! I wasn't supposed to give you a car.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, you're not getting the car. Sorry. Only they are. And then there's this Destiny shirt. They cost $777,772. Unless you've completed the Moments of Triumph record book.
For the second year?
Yeah. So if you want this shirt,
why 777,772?
Because the whole point of this shirt is you're not supposed to be able to buy it.
I know, but why that number?
They don't say. They don't say specifically why that number.
Why not just an even million or something?
Yeah, right. And yeah,
I feel like there's significance to that number.
there probably is, but they haven't said why. Bungie's currently celebrating the 25 years, and as well as Bungie Day, which was last Saturday.
Okay.
Part of the celebration involves a shirt, currently priced over $700,000. You can't buy it. You can actually purchase it because it's over $5,000. Like, I guess their website has a $5,000 limit on the cart. So when you try to buy it, you get a red warning saying.
Yeah, so that number definitely means something.
And probably.
Because then they would have just put like 5,000.
Yeah. But what was funny though is what you have to do is you have to put in your gamer tag or your PlayStation, your PSN, and then it gives you a discount of. I love that like when you buy the shirt, that's actually what it does. It shows the $777,000 discount. But what's cool about it is $25 is still kind of
what a steal,
right? That's a hell of a discount. But $25 is still expensive for a T-shirt. But it's pretty much like it's a bragging rights shirt, you know what I mean? And it actually does come customized with your PSN or gamer tag on it.
Oh really?
Yeah. So, which is kind of cool.
Can we still get that or no?
Let's see. I have the link right here.
I might actually be playing Destiny then. That's cool. I was gonna wait until the DLC came up.
Let me see if it'll let me, if the link still works. There we go. I lost it. Damn you.
Because I remember seeing the Moments of Triumph for this year. I pretty much done them except for like 1 or 2 of them.
Okay, let's see.
I might have already done all of them.
Yep, still there. But you need the discount code to be able to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the back of it.
Where's your gamer tag supposed to be?
Right there.
Was that a sleeve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. And it goes all the way up to a 4XL.
It goes all the way up to a woman's XL, which is the biggest shirt size, as we all know.
And the shirt is made to order, so there might be a delay because they're not just, you're not just a gamer, you're a guardian, a protector of the light.
Speaking of cool shirts, Ripped Apparel had a cool Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it was Friday night, was it?
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday? The three houses of Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
That's like, yeah, those were pretty cool. They had, so.
I got one.
Did you get one?
Mm-hmm.
What team did you join?
Instinct. As long as you're not Valor.
Guess who joined Team Valor?
I was sworn you said Mystic when I asked.
No, I'm Team Valor. Team Valor all day.
There's a meme going around that's like people talking civilized about, or people talking about Pokemon Go, and it's like Instinct and Mystics all civilized.
Yeah.
And Valor, everyone just has shit coming out of their mouths.
There was one that I saw. It was like it has the ones that was like a Team Instinct. No, was it No Shelter from the Storm? And then Team Valor. I forget what ours is right now. Then it's like the blue team. there's a pretty fucking funny meme going around for all of the different Pokemon Go shit, especially the teams. Real quick before we get back to Pokemon Go, Ubisoft is pretty much coming out to so they were doing some interviews and press for the Assassin's Creed movie, and they're telling everyone we're not expecting to earn a lot of money from it. We're not really, it's a video game movie, so we're not. But they're expecting to use it as it's pretty much a giant commercial. So they're like hoping that that the movie's good enough that it'll get word of mouth out about the movie itself, and then that'll get people more interested in the games. Especially because they're completely rebooting they're not rebooting the game, but they're going away from the yearly serialization of it, and they're putting more effort into the game. So
I don't know about that.
And then before we go back to the last story, before we go back to Pokemon Go, Japan had a virtual reality porn festival, and it got shut down due to overcrowding.
Sounds very sanitary.
Yeah, there was robot sex dolls and VR sex and all kinds of crazy shit. It literally they had let's see, I know I had a number right here somewhere.
Because at a festival, you would think that everyone's trying that, right?
Yep, pretty much. But yeah, so the Japanese porn festival just does not. A VR porn festival does not sound sanitary at all.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'd probably bathe in sanitizer or something.
Yeah, you'd have to because it just sounds sticky.
Yeah.
It's just
And oily.
Yep. Oh, speaking of, have you seen those memes about how how do Asian people shower? How do Mexicans shower? How do Have you seen that meme?
No.
No, there's this meme going around. It's one of those. Do you remember for a while those memes? It was like, hey girl, there's a picture of dude going like this, and it was like, you don't have to show your tits, and he's like pointing, and then you know what I mean? Like each frame is him doing something. Well, it's something similar to that, but it's like someone in the shower, and it's like, how do we shower in the U.S.? And the next frame is like, same as you, jackass, and it's like, first we get nice and wet, and then the last frame is always like, and then we get out the guns. You know what I mean? Or it's like, and then or the German one was, and then we get the beer, and then it's always whatever the stereotype is, But the Japanese one is like, how do Japanese women shower? It's like, same as you, idiot. First we get nice and wet, and then we get attacked by tentacles. It's just like, this is fucking awesome. Nintendo is releasing a miniature NES with 30 built-in games.
That's cool.
It's an actual. It looks like it's this. The thing is, they haven't released how big it's actually going to be, but the picture that they're just going around for all the promo is a palm-sized fucking NES.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking awesome. It's going to come with 30 games, and it's actually the controller. Even if you have an original Nintendo controller, it's supposed to fit it, but looking at this, it doesn't look like it will. I've heard recently that the controllers will also plug in because it's going to come with a replica of the old school Nintendo controller, and that will actually fit your Wii U, your Wiimote, so you can use it as a controller for Wii games as well.
What do you mean it'll fit your Wiimote?
You know the Wiimote, how that's where you put the attachments.
Oh, okay.
When you use the classic, the what do they call the other controller?
A classic controller?
I think they just call it the classic controller.
That's not.
I
forget what it is for the Wii U.
Yeah.
For the regular Wii.
But yeah, so you can plug it into that and use it as to play on virtual consoles. It's gonna have HDMI support, no cartridges, 30 built-in games. The controller is gonna work just like the iconic regular rectangular NES pad. It's also gonna feature one useful modern convenience: multiple suspend points. So you won't have to fumble around with passwords, or so you'll be able to actually save your progress in games.
Without a memory card?
Without a memory card. Everything's gonna be built in. There's gonna be because they don't want people emulating other. Because it's pretty much an emulator, but they don't want people emulating other games. I think they're gonna release multiple versions of it probably. I have a complete list of all 30 games. I'm not gonna go through all 30 unless you want me to. But the ones that pop out to me. Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 1 and 2, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dragon 2, Dr. Mario, Excitebike, the original Final Fantasy, Ghosts and Goblins, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus was a huge one to me, Kirby's Adventure, Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden.
You're just naming all of them.
No. Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream though. It's not fucking Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Star Tropics, all 3 Super Mario Brothers, Tecmo Bowl, Zelda, and Zelda 2, and that's it. Fucking Tecmo Bowl's amazing. I still play that
Tecmo
game.
Bowl, it just makes me laugh because I saw a Family Guy episode. I don't know if you ever seen it.
No.
And they were playing it wasn't just Tecmo Bowl. It was like Super Tecmo Bowl or something. And
which is also a good one.
And Peter was playing as Bo Jackson, who could he could just run the entire field and just never.
Have you not seen that video? Bo Jackson in that game is unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally like there's a video on YouTube where the guy.
They're probably using the same video because he ran to the end zone. He ran around. Yeah, they're doing that.
That's the video.
And they were just commenting, and Quacker was like, "Oh, come on, this is bullshit. It's impossible." But like Cleveland's right there, and he's telling Quagmire exactly how you're supposed to be able to get him, but he won't listen.
No. In that game, if you played as the Raiders, Bo Jackson was fucking unstoppable. Well, he was unstoppable in real life. You know what I mean? He was as good as he was in the game. He was damn near that good in real life. Like if you ever watch his highlight reels and shit, Bo Jackson was just a force of nature. That's why he's one of my favorite athletes of all time.
And they were also there, and then in that same episode, they played an old school like basketball game or whatever.
Double dribble, probably.
I don't know, but like there was something where like if you went into the corner, into the left corner or some shit, every single time there was like a glitch where like every single time you shot, it would always go in for the 3-point line.
I think that is double dribble. I think I remember correctly. I never played basketball games on the NES real because they weren't that good. It was always awkward. Football games were better. Football and baseball games were always better. But this is what the classic the boxes are gonna look like. $60. November 11th. So that's not bad.
Yeah. For $60?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna get one. Now back to Pokemon Go. If you haven't started playing yet, first of all, what the fuck's wrong with you? Well, alright. There's been 2 reactions I've been seeing to Pokemon Go on the internet. Either people are loving the shit out of it and going nuts, or the people that haven't touched it because I'm an adult and I have adult shit to do. You know what I mean? Have you seen those fucking people?
No.
I'm not playing Pokemon Go, but they still feel that they have to go out and comment and fucking like, I'm not playing Pokemon Go because I have shit to do in my real life. I don't need to be, it's like fucking stop hating. Play the goddamn game. It's fun. But if you haven't started, and I literally read this article right after I started and got my first starter. But apparently you can start off with Pikachu. Yeah. Because they give you the original 3 starters, but technically because of Yellow, Pikachu was a 4th starter. So the way to get him, have you heard how to get him?
Yeah. If you walk past the starters 4 times, and Pikachu will pop up with the starters. You
know who did that? Chub bitch.
Oh really?
Yeah. I go, who'd you get in the starter? Pikachu. Like fuck you. Who'd you get in your starter?
Squirtle.
Squirtle. I got a Bulbasaur. No one ever picked Bulbasaur, and really I didn't mean to pick Bulbasaur. It's like because they were like all 3 right next to each other, and I was zoomed out all the way. So when I clicked on it, it was just like I didn't realize. I thought, you know what I mean?
Fuck Bulbasaur. I choose you.
I guess. And this was just a summary of all this weird shit. Because remember how all the people going out and so 6 weird things that happened because of Pokemon Go. The teenager discovered a dead body. And apparently there's been another one. In I forget where now. But there's been another body found. You heard about the people setting up robberies around Pokéstops and gyms?
I mean that's what I think of when I said about the whole natural selection of things. Yeah. Like people are going to these Pokéstops by themselves in the middle of the night.
And they're not paying attention.
Like what do you expect?
They're not paying attention to anything around them. You know what I mean? They're just literally like, I mean, and it's hard not to. I get it because you're waiting for shit to pop up, but your phone vibrates, so it's not like you can just, you know what I mean? Like you can, like when I play, I'm working, so I gotta pay attention. But
it makes a distinct noise when a Pokemon pops up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I do. Like I usually put one earbud in, and I just walk, and there's a battery saver mode on your.
Yeah, you turn it upside down and it goes all black. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just wait and I just listen for that sound, and if it does, then I take out my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Catch your Pokemon.
Exactly. But people are just literally like walking with their phone in their hands, looking straight down their phone, not paying attention to anything else. So and people are noticing that. So these guys that were like, okay, well, let's download this app. Like, we see that everyone's going right there to this spot because this is why. So we'll fucking set up here and start robbing motherfuckers. They're not paying attention anyway.
Yeah, we'll just spend like $5 to get a lure.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's literally what they did. 4 people.
Yeah, and then we take fucking $40 from these guys each time.
Exactly. But, you know, the 4 suspects in question were wanted for multiple holdups. And, you know, the cops, they caught them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually wrote down that joke so I can remember it.
Oh, that just went right past my head. I'm like, oh, okay, they caught them.
I don't have my sunglasses put on, so that would have made it more obvious. The game is sending people to pretty weird locations. Yeah, there's actual Pokéstops in graveyards because and to catch
you can actually catch like hunters.
Yeah, to catch ghost Pokemon, you want to go to graveyards. Like their Pokemon are hanging out in the areas where they would hang. Like if they were actually in our world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I can only I can't catch a Squirtle anywhere where I am. That's mainly why I chose them as a starter. And I realized that was a dumb thing to do. But then I have my sister playing on my account, and she goes to Echo Park, and there's Squirtles there in the pond.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So whenever she goes on break, she catches 1 or 2 from.
That's good. One of the cool things about where I work is I work so close to the ocean. Mm-hmm. I get a lot of grass type Pokemon from where I'm at, but I also get I get a few water Pokemon here and there depending on how close I get to the water.
Yeah, I get a lot of Growlithes and Charmanders around. I'm pretty sure it's because of all the brush and hill.
Yeah.
So fire Pokemon are near me.
I get a lot of Growlithes as well. I get mainly Growlithes. I can't fucking talk to that.
Now level 9 Vulpix is starting to show up.
Oh, nice. I get a lot of. I just starting to get some Vulpix. I got a lot of Ekans and a lot of fucking Pidgeys. Pidgeys are fucking everywhere.
Pidgeys are. They're pigeons.
Yeah, they're fucking everywhere. Oh, and this is one of the other things that are with the people going to weird places. In Australia, there's apparently one of the Pokéstops is at an Australian police station. Uh-huh. Apparently there's a lot of Pokéstops in police stations.
Yeah.
But so this Australian website in their Twitter, they had to actually go out and be like, you don't actually have to come into the police station.
Well, people are stupid.
Yeah, it's like the Pokéstops right outside. You don't have to fucking come in. The game is more popular than Tinder. Soldiers. Oh, there's soldiers playing Pokemon in Afghanistan and Iraq and.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and one ex-Marine currently fighting ISIS outside of Mosul, Iraq, shared a screenshot of his Pokemon next to a really big gun and challenged the opposition to a battle. So he challenged ISIS to a Pokemon battle. Yeah. It's free, but it still made more money for Nintendo. Okay, here, their stock has gone up 24.5%. And this is like that actual, like, so it came out July 7th, and you see on the 8th, it just like, it literally just jumped up, and then again on the 11th, it just jumped straight up. So, yeah, it's fucking nuts. Okay, so the dead body, the second dead body was in Boston. That's where they found the second dead body.
Speaking of Boston, I saw this morning, there's like a...
Boston.
Yeah, Boston. I saw this morning on Twitter, there was like a picture of like a Pokemon map where like it was like where all the Boston has like a bunch of rare Pokemon.
Yeah, and there's like a super detailed map on how to get them. Real quick, before we go on, have you had because I've been trying to figure this out online, and it seems like nobody knows how the fuck the nearby thing works. Mm-hmm. Like I know, if there's more paw prints under the Pokemon, that means they're farther away from you, but other than that, no one has a fucking clear-cut answer. Some people say every paw print counts as 50 meters. Someone said it was 200 meters per paw print.
I've heard 100.
I've heard 100 as well.
Yeah.
I've heard that depending on the position in the, because you know how like the one on the top left corner is the one that's closest to you. Uh-huh. Bottom right is the farthest from you.
Yeah.
And but no one seems to have a fucking clear-cut answer.
I'd say 100 is probably the most accurate because I found a Pokemon that was 3 paw prints away,
Uh-huh.
and I was driving around my neighborhood
Mhm.
because like I just got home. I didn't want to get out of my car and walk around.
Yeah.
So I was driving real slow, and like as I was driving around, like I could see the paw prints going lower and lower.
Okay.
And I was eventually on top of it, and I'd say 100 meters.
Probably 100 meters. Okay. See, because like last night I had a couple nights now in a row. I had a Charizard on my radar.
Uh-huh.
I had a what did I tell you? A Psyduck last night on my radar, and I had a Hitmonlee.
You had a Charizard?
Charizard. Yeah.
Or Charmeleon.
Charizard. I'll show you the screenshot when we're done. I had a Charizard.
Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard. Okay, sorry. And then and I had a Hitmonlee, and there was something else that I was like, I really, really want. Oh, I think it was an Onyx, but I didn't find any Onyx. And it ended up being like a 10 CP fucking Onyx. But anyway, but like, so I'm going in like in the direction. I see the fucking like the Pokemon. Like it still has 3 paws, but it's steadily climbing my list. But then all of a sudden it's just gone.
Yeah, that's why I went to a Charmander that was by me. I think it was like in the gated community across the street.
Ah, okay.
But like, but yeah, like it would get closer. Like I'd go out my house, it would be like at the top of the list, and I'd walk down the street, and it would be like at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
And then I go back towards my house and be at the top of the list.
But see, okay, so
and it disappeared after like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but see, and that's what I was doing because with last night, because the Charizard once it was gone, it was gone. I think there was obviously other people hunting that one.
Yeah.
But with the Psyduck, I'm following it, and I see it's at the top of my list, but the paw prints aren't going down at all. And all of a sudden it was gone from my list. So I turned around and came back, and then it's back at the top of my list again. So I was like, okay, let me keep going this way. And it's like, but like I said, the paw prints weren't going down at all.
Yeah.
And so like, unless it wants me to follow a specific route, like in this one direction, because anytime I pass one certain point, okay, so I'm heading north, and I'm following, and it's going up my list, and it gets to the top of my list. And then all of a sudden I go too far north, and it disappears. So I turn back around and I start heading south a bit, and it comes back and it's on the top of my list, and I keep going south, and it starts dropping down my list. And I try going east and west from that direction from where I was at, and it just disappears off the list.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, the paw prints weren't going down at all. You know what I mean? Then a lot of times too, it's like these are all the Pokemon nearby, and they all have 3 paw prints, but they're all fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't, like, to me it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then also I find Pokemon where like on my nearby list, everything's like 3 paw prints, but I find one right.
Yeah, exactly, like they're right there. Oh, here, this is the story. Nobody actually knows how fucking Pokemon Go's nearby feature works. You ask 10 different people how to track down Pokemon, and you get 10 different fucking answers. So this one's saying 1 paw print is 20 meters, 2 is 100 meters, and 3 is a kilometer. And so like this is how people, this is according to this article.
See, I don't think 1 paw print is 20 meters. I think 1 paw print is like outside of the range of the pulse around your character.
Yeah.
And I think
no paw prints.
I think 20 meters is about that radius
probably
around you on the GPS.
Yeah.
Because usually you don't find Pokemon around you that are 1 paw print. Usually there's no paw prints under it, and if you click on it, it'll pop up.
Yeah. That's true. But so like this is like 1 paw print. This is the scientific understanding of this guy. 1 paw print. Let me walk in every cardinal direction and hope I randomly find it. 2 paw prints. Let me walk in every cardinal direction until hopefully I find it. 3 paw prints. Fuck it. Like
Not worth it.
Yeah. So then like how do you hunt it down? Like that's the thing is like you keep going. But so yeah, if you're reading from left to right, your top left would be the closest, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, but I have no idea. There is one thing people are saying is if you download Ingress, the game that these people first made, which I actually have on my phone because I played it. I used to play it. You can, if you look at it, because in Ingress there's this thing called XM. The whole thing about Ingress is like almost every Poké Center or every Pokéstop, and gym is a tower in Ingress. The points are they're all already the same. And but in Ingress, what it was instead of Ingress, picture every Pokéstop being a gym.
Okay.
Right. But instead of one person being a gym, or instead of being multiple people at the gym, it's like there was one leader, and then like everyone else kind of like when you come near a gym, you would hack it, right? And then you would get earned experience points from it, and you could attack it with different. You pretty much have like grenades. You're throwing grenades at it, but you have to be within a certain radius of it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're throwing grenades at it, it's attacking you, and using grenades costs energy, but being attacked lowers your energy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And if you can take down the tower, you can refill your energy and take over the tower. But the way you refill your energy is by walking around and picking up XM, which is these little crystals that are floating everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And but what they're saying is, if you actually have the Ingress app, if you look at where the concentration of XM is, that's where you'll find the most Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're pretty much using the same thing. Because like if you look at on the Ingress maps, you'll see like areas where there's no little crystals, and there's areas where there's tons of crystals.
Yeah.
They want you to walk into those areas, and they're usually open areas. But they say that if you look at that, so when you're trying to capture a rare Pokemon, they said the best thing is to like, go back and forth between those two maps. That being said, I don't know how well that works because like where I'm at, there's a lot of XM, but I don't get very many Pokemon, especially rare Pokemon. And then let me see here. I got one more tip thing here. So we talked about Pikachu, how to get Pikachu if you haven't started playing. I've heard a pretty good way to control Eevee's evolution because apparently Eevee, you can't,
it's random.
It's random. But apparently there is a way to control it. Right. And it comes back to the original cartoon. Do you remember the what are they called? The Eevee brothers, the cartoon.
No, I don't remember them.
There was 3 brothers that each one of them had their own Eevee evolution, and then there was a fire one, a lightning, and the water. And they were named Pyro, Sparky, and
Rainer.
Thank you. And if you name the Pokemon, let me see how
those names.
Yeah, rename Eevee. Oh yeah, so if you want a Jolteon, name it Sparky. If you want a Vaporeon, name it Rainer. If you want a Flareon, name it Pyro. Restart the game because you want with all the server issues. So make sure it's saved. So close out the app, open it back up, and make sure your Pokemon or your Eevee is still named what you named it. After renaming Eevee, okay, that's optional. Evolve it, and most people that have been testing it have come up with 100% success rate. Whatever you named it, that's the element you'll get. The people that were having issues saying, "Oh, I named it that and it didn't work," were the people that didn't restart the game. And so a lot of people think that might be a server glitch. Yeah. So, and then the other tips and shit that I've been hearing, like, okay, have you heard that thing about if you tap a Pokeball after you've thrown it, like if you miss, if you tap it, you get it back? That's bullshit. It doesn't work. It doesn't. And the thing is, I've noticed too is because a lot of times you'll throw a Pokeball, and if you tap it, you'll notice the number of your Pokeball doesn't change in the bottom corner. But then throw another one, and then if you either catch or miss, you'll notice your Pokeball count will go down by 2.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a server glitch. Meaning it just lagged on the count. But a lot of people think, because I threw my Pokeball and did it, they don't look at the count the second time. But yeah, so tapping Pokeballs, that's bullshit. You don't get them back. Okay, nobody knows how the fucking nearby feature works. T-Mobile giving free data. Pokemon Go trainers could win $5,000 for their legendary Pokemon finds. Ripley's, believe it or not, is giving away $5,000 to the Pokemon Go player who finds the rarest Pokemon around its locations. Runs from July 15th to the 24th in the U.S., UK, and Australia. And Australia, Canada, where Pokemon Go has yet to become available. But, so if you catch a rare Pokemon, among the monsters that qualify as rare per Ripley's own index are Ditto, Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos, and Mewtwo, which I don't think are in the game yet. So I think that's why.
So just Ditto.
Yeah,
just Ditto.
Yeah, so if you find a Ditto, you can get $5,000.
I've been hearing some weird shit. I heard some shit like Mewtwo was in Santa Monica. I didn't like look into it or anything, but like people were saying that.
I doubt it. One of the things that, based on what I know of Ingress, they like to do events.
Yeah. Well, from my understanding, I thought legendaries were gonna be like what they do in the trailer.
Yeah,
where it's like an event where everyone goes and you all team up to fight it.
Yeah,
and you have like 30 minutes or whatever to defeat Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And maybe highest damage dealer gets a chance to catch him, or
I think
final hit.
Yeah, I think probably what they do, because like Ingress, the original game Ingress is based. There's two teams. There's the green team and the blue team. I can't remember what. I can't tell you what the names of the teams are right now. I just don't remember. I'm on the blue team, but they do these events where they pin the teams against each other, like and it works out where one team will win and then they'll change shit up on the app because of whatever happens. So I'm assuming they'll do some shit like that, especially because they have Mystic, Valor, and Instinct. They'll probably, based on whatever team does the most damage, whoever has the most members come out. Right now, the highest team is Mystic, I believe.
I don't know.
Mystic and Valor are the two highest teams, I want to say, and then Instinct is the one that's following. It's kind of... I saw stats on it, I just didn't save them. But there's a bunch of shit where they can do all this team-based stuff because they already have experience with it. So I'm sure there's going to be some way where when it comes to Mewtwo, whatever team does the highest damage, maybe all the members that were there of that team might get Mewtwo, and then if you're not part of that team,
I don't know. I feel like that's like giving away.
But see, no, but I'm saying, but the thing is, you have to be there. It's not like everybody in Team Instinct is gonna get fucking Mewtwo. You know what I mean?
I know, but even then, like.
But
then you're giving so much power to everyone in that area.
Yeah, that's true. But see, but they'll probably do it in multiple areas. Like I said with Ingress, they'll do like, okay, well, there's one in Tokyo, there's one in San Francisco, there's one in fucking San Diego, there's one in New York. They do multiple events all at once in the same cities. So it's not like they're just giving it to, okay, Mewtwo is in this area only.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying yeah, I'm saying that. Except let's say the event this time was in LA, and then like another time it'll be somewhere else.
Yeah.
But like this time, but now, because Mystic players now have Mewtwo.
Yeah, so all the areas in LA, they're all gonna be Mystic gyms now because they all have Mewtwo, and it's all gonna be. Yeah, I get that. I guess that's true. Obviously, that's
like if one person got Mewtwo, then yeah, all right.
Yeah.
But like, who knows how big this shit's gonna be if everyone's going there? Like 50 people got Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And then there's like a gym right next to it. Everyone throws their Mewtwo in there.
Yeah, it's just fucking the unstoppable Mewtwo gym. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder how they'll do it.
It'll probably get to that point eventually.
Yeah.
Everyone will have a legendary.
Yeah.
To put in. Let's have like straight out the gate, just everyone like this is gonna be a fucking Mewtwo gym.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh shit! I saw a Dratini on my radar the other night.
Oh really?
Yeah, but it was 3 stars or 3 things. It was on my radar. Like I literally saw it nearby, and then it was gone. Like it flashed and it was gone. I couldn't find it again. It just teased me. Then back to Pokemon Go, making people do stupid shit. Mom blames Pokemon Go after her teenager gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
At least $14 million in revenue. Blah blah blah. This comes out of Pennsylvania. She's blaming the game for her 15-year-old daughter being struck by a car.
Who was playing Pokemon Pokemon Go though? The girl or
the daughter? The 15-year-old. She was striking by a Pokemon near a busy highway. She was hospitalized. Blah blah blah. Collarbone injury and a foot injury, multiple cuts and bruises. The accident happened 30 minutes after she gave her phone to her daughter so she could play Pokemon Go. She had just finished playing, was trying to cross the street when she was hit. So she probably was looking at the phone, trying to cross the street, not fucking paying attention.
Natural selection at its finest.
Yes. And this is a mother's warning. It took her across a major highway at 5 o'clock in the evening, which is rush hour. Parents, don't let your kids play the game because you don't want them to go through what I went through last night. I really thought I was going to lose my daughter. No game is worth my child's life. No. How about parents, you teach your kids to look both fucking ways before they cross the street, or not to cross a fucking major highway, or fucking, or fucking just look up from the goddamn phone. It's like the app's not going anywhere. Look the fuck up. You can't blame a game. You cannot blame the game unless like she was playing the fucking game and the guy in the car was playing the game at the same goddamn time and they smashed into each other because for it. Even then, you can't blame the game because it's these two stupid people making a fucking stupid calamity.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not the game. You know what I mean? You can't, you know, it's just like texting and walking. If you get hit by a car while you're texting and
Yeah,
walking.
if there's a Pokemon. I feel like people assume like there's a Pokemon in the middle of the road. I gotta go into the middle of the road to catch this Pokemon.
Yeah, no, that's not
No,
how
you
it
can
works.
stay on the sidewalk. You could be fucking in the store and you could catch it.
The one thing
You
I
don't
know
have to be on the street.
I've been able to catch Pokemon as long as they're on my screen.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't even have to be within the radius of my fucking.
Yeah. They'll ping if they're once they're in that circle. But if you walk past them, they'll stay there.
Yeah, and as long as they're on your screen, you can fucking hit them. So. And I've had some ping where they're like they're not in my radius, but they show up on my screen. They just all of a sudden like 4 or 5 of them will just pop up. I'm like, holy shit. You know, who do I catch? She's like, oh, they're all Pidgeys. Keep going. Just keep walking.
That's how it is in the beginning. Like, everyone just has, like, a strong-ass fucking Pidgey.
Yeah.
Because they just keep catching
You know
Pidgeys.
who else I keep seeing? It's fucking, oh, God.
Ekans.
No, what's a rock with arms?
Geodude.
Geodude. Fucking, I have a billion fucking Geodudes where I'm at work.
Oh, really?
They're like, I just evolved my first one because I have so many fucking Geodudes.
I got a ton of Ekans and a ton of Pidgeys.
Then right now, like, do you keep all your Pokemon that you've been catching right now?
Yeah. Well, I transferred.
I just transferred, like, I went through my entire, because I ended up maxing out. So I went through my entire thing, and what I did was I sorted it by name, and anything I had more than 2 of, I transferred them all until I only had 2 of each. That's it. Or, you know, whatever. But yeah, I mean, this thing, too, is like fucking, it's like fucking like blaming texting. Oh, because someone was texting, my daughter got hit by a car because she was texting. So it's texting's fault. No, it's your daughter's fault, you dumb shit. And then another dumbass here. Pokemon Go user playing successfully catches a tree. Dude was driving, trying to catch a Pokemon. You know what? And I'm not gonna lie. I was because I've been driving and I've been looking at the app. I tried catching a Pokemon once while driving.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had AR on.
Yeah.
So like that makes it even harder.
Yeah. I always turn off AR because it kills your battery too.
Yeah, it does. But when you have AR on and you're if you're moving and the AR is on, you gotta you're sitting chasing the fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you turn it off, it's just right there. You can actually have it down. But when you're driving,
it's harder to throw Pokeballs at it when it's on AR though. Yeah. Because they'll jump around.
They jump around a lot more. And I had one issue in AR that I've noticed is sometimes I'll swipe and the ball just go bloop, like just kind of like it's like no, I know I swiped harder than that, but it just bloop. Yeah. But because with AR you can actually like if the Pokemon's there, you can kind of aim above it and swipe and it'll kind of throw it in an arc. You know what I mean? So you can there's different tips with the AR than when you're just playing straight. But yeah, I was trying to drive and do it, and I was like, okay, fuck this. I actually left the fucking thing because I was driving and I couldn't fucking. Yeah, but this guy, 28-year-old, totaled it. Look at this. Look at that shit. He smashed the fuck out of his car.
How is he not dead?
Yeah. It was a police captain. And it's funny because this isn't an IGN article, but they make the joke where they have a captain, but his name isn't obvious, telling you not to Pokemon and drive. Let's see here. So they will be giving tickets too. So this guy, have you heard about this guy? He really wants to be the very best. He quit his job so he could play Pokemon full time.
He's going on his journey, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's going on his Pokemon
He's legit.
journey.
He wants to be Ash, and he's actually going out and quit his job in order to play Pokemon Go full time for 2 months in New Zealand. He's been a Pokemon fan since childhood and said that after 6 years of working, he was desperate for a break. He's since been traveling through the country via bus and on foot to try to capture every single Pokemon in the game. This came out, okay, so he's been playing for about 2 weeks now. Out of the 151 original Pokemon, he's already captured 90.
Mm-hmm. There's not even 151 Pokemon available right now. There's only like 132.
Yeah, but I mean, he's caught 90 Pokemon out of that 130.
I run like 60.
You know what? Let's see how many I have.
87.
Oh, I was gonna open up with the fucking. You might hear the theme song right now.
Oh no, but you have duplicates.
Yeah, but I was gonna just go to my Pokedex. I want to say I'm like somewhere 40. I think I might have 47, 40.
Yeah, I know I just passed 50. I'm
I regret this because I'm gonna play. Let's see here.
you gay ass.
Let's see here. Pokedex. I've
47.
caught 47, seen 50. That motherfucker. He got away.
Oh, you did?
Yep. I was throwing tons of Pokeballs at him. And then this motherfucker. I wasted 20 Pokeballs trying to catch a fucking Arcanine.
I don't have any Pokemon that have gotten away from me.
I think I have, 3 that got away from me in the right horn. But
I've caught every single Pokemon in Canada.
Why am I in the middle of the ocean?
Because you're a thing.
Oh, GPS. That's why. But yeah, I think I know why no GPS, because I have it connected to Wi-Fi. So 90 in 2 weeks. That's not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But quitting your job to go. I mean, granted, the guy was saying he wanted to quit his job, but it's like, it's a little extreme.
Huh.
You know how people, with a lot of games, people get the source code to try to find out what's hidden. A lot of people do that in GTA to find the secrets. Well, apparently people already do now with Pokemon Go, and it looks like there's already code in there to add something to do with McDonald's. Who knows what it's gonna be? It might be some kind of sponsored locations is the rumor, where like they're gonna put a temporary Pokestops in McDonald's. Yeah,
I'd be fine with that. I live by McDonald's.
Yeah. But what would be cool too is if they did like where you go to McDonald's and like there's like rare Pokemon around certain McDonald's, or Mm-hmm. But it looks like McDonald's is going to be the first one that they're looking to work with. And there's also claims that people have found the McDonald's logo in game code. So meaning it won't just be a Pokestop, it'll actually show the fucking McDonald's. Yeah. Which is smart too, like, because think about it, you're playing Pokemon Go, you get hungry, you're gonna fucking like, okay, well, I can go to McDonald's, I can eat, and I can catch Pokemon. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's win-win. Mm-hmm. And like, especially you start dropping lures, because there's a KFC by my house, up the street right here, that there has a Pokestop inside of it because it has a pretty cool mural inside. And there's been like their business, they've been packed because ever since Pokemon Go came out, because people just go and they eat.
Yeah, people go and eat and like pop it like 4 times.
They just drop a lure, and they fucking. So you're catching Pokemon, and you're just waiting because it respawns every 5 minutes, so you can just
keep swiping it. And get Pokeballs and eggs and shit.
Exactly. And that's brilliant. I mean, it'd be dumb for McDonald's to say, "Nah, we don't want to do it." You know what I mean? Yeah. And McDonald's has come out. They've worked with Pokemon. I know they've worked with Nintendo before. And I'm pretty sure they worked with Pokemon before as well, right?
I don't know.
I'm like 90% sure there's been some McDonald's Pokemon toys. I could be wrong.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
And then, check this out. We were talking about this earlier. Off air. So cheating at Pokemon will get you an hour-long ban initially. So there's been those GPS spoofing apps where like you can make it seem like you're in different places in the world. Yeah. Well, the game can now can tell when you're using those apps. Yeah. And if it catches you using one of those apps, you get an hour-long ban. But they don't kick you out of the game. What happens is every Pokemon you encounter instantly runs away, and none of the Pokestops will load. Like you can have you had a Pokestop come? Have you come across a Pokestop where you get to it, you try to spin it and says try again later, or it just spins? It doesn't actually. No. It's happened to me a couple times now. Where it's like either the thing hasn't loaded up enough, but every Pokestop is gonna it's not gonna it's gonna tell you try again later, and then none of the gyms will load. They won't let you battle. So that's going to be the first ban. That an hour-long ban on the first offense. Let me see here. It doesn't say. I know that this is. I think I saved the wrong article. But the other article saying is like it incrementally adds up. So Eventually, it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours for every time you catch you spoofing your GPS. But a lot of the rural players are doing that. They're spoofing their GPS because there's not enough Pokemon in their area.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which fucking sucks for them, but get the fuck out of the country. What the fuck are you doing in the country any goddamn way?
Well, live a little, boy.
Yeah, it's fucking travel some. That's the whole point of this game is get the fuck up, get out, go do some shit. You know? Fuck those guys. Okay.
Fuck you, farmer ass motherfucker.
There has been a petition, and like I guess they are looking to. Niantic is looking to, Niantic is looking to add more Pokemon Pokéstops. Because the way English,
I feel like people would just take advantage of that and be like, put a Pokestop right here in front of my house, guys.
no, well, see the way
Put it
English
in my
worked.
neighbor's house.
The way English worked was to get towers. Like like you could say you wanted a tower somewhere. You wanted to put a tower nearby. You had to take a picture of the area where you wanted the tower and send it to them and tell them why, like why you think. Because if you notice where the Pokestops are and the gyms. Most of the gyms are churches.
Yeah.
Or I don't think they're schools. Maybe churches.
St. John Vianney, where
It's a gym, right?
No, there's not a gym. There's like 8 Pokestops there, all in the parking lot of it.
Yeah, if you actually look at each individual Pokestop though, it'll be like
it's like a statue. There's like
a
4
statue
statues,
or a mural,
and then,
or
there's the burned down remains of the church,
Mm.
the temporary church in the back, and then like I think across the street is the high school stadium, the Los Altos Stadium.
Yeah. See, and because so like one of the Pokestops by my job, it's unique architecture. It's a building that looks like it's made out of gears, which is cool looking. So that's a Pokestop, and like the gyms are mainly churches, and like that's how Niantic made like English was. So the churches are towers, and like it's things that would catch people's attention.
Yeah.
So like
churches, community centers.
Yeah, murals, things like that, like art, like statues, shit that people come and look at. You know what I mean? And so that's how it would work. Like, so say you wanted a Pokestop in your area, like, okay, well, this is a high traffic enough area. This water fountain here looks cool. People come around this water fountain. You take a picture of the water fountain, you upload it to Niantic, and then it takes them a long time. Like I did one by my job that they actually turned into a tower, but it took like 3 months for them to process it and then turn it.
I'm sure they'd get like a billion.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with this, I'm sure they're getting more. So, I mean, that's what people have to do. Is like, if you want more Pokestops in your area, fucking submit, and and that'll bring more Pokemon to your area. And this is a huge, huge rumor, but excuse me. Pokemon Go, not Pokemon Go itself is going to be made into a movie, but it's created generated more interest in a live-action Pokemon movie. Legendary Pictures, the company behind Dark Knight Trilogy and Warcraft, is close to securing a deal to land the rights, but nothing has been finalized yet. But they're looking to make a live-action Pokemon movie, and Go has just added more fuel to the fire for that. I don't think they need to do a live-action Pokemon movie. Like, we have the anime, we have the
anime is enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's been more than enough Pokemon fucking movies out there. So, as your experience with Pokemon Go, I was going to ask you about this before we wrap up. Have you come across any major glitches, anything like that? Like any issues playing the game at all?
No. Nothing that. There are issues that I have, but it's not. It's most likely not because of the game. It's because of how old my phone is.
Ah, okay.
Because I can't go into gyms.
You can't go into gyms?
My phone crashes every single time I go into a gym.
Really?
The longest I've been able to go into a gym is enough time to sign up for a team. And then my phone crashes.
That sucks.
And it's because I have a 4S and the minimum requirements are a 5.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually gonna buy the new iPhone that comes out in September.
Just so you can.
Yeah. So basically, that's all I'm doing. I just go to St. John Vianney. I walk around Pokestops, collect Pokeballs and shit. And then once I finally get a new phone, that's when I'm gonna start playing.
Nah, like, you get no hardcore into it. Just catch. Yeah, right now
just saving up on supplies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm not using any of the lures I earned from leveling up or
nice.
The incenses.
I've used all my incense and lures. But as a matter of fact, at work last night, there was a Pokestop right across the street from my job.
Yeah.
And so I just like when I'm in my downtime, I literally just parked across the street, dropped the lure, and just spun for 30 minutes and then caught everything that popped up. The lure and the incense to me, I think, at least to me, it feels like they don't really increase. Like, because with the lure, you're stuck to that Pokestop. You know what I mean?
I think what it does, it doesn't increase the amount of Pokemon that show up. Like, let's say if you have a bunch of nearby Pokemon tours that are 3 footsteps or something.
Yeah.
If you use that incense, I think the Pokemon will come to you instead of you going to them.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because I think the description is it attracts Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I've noticed, like if I just sit there, like I'm not just getting mad Pokemon, because I use the first 2 that they give you for free or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not getting like mad Pokemon. You're like getting like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That are like close to you.
Yeah, but I feel like they should get some more. Yeah, but I guess that makes sense. And then, but see, because I've had a couple issues, like, and most of the issues I've seen.
I think you're supposed to be meant to walk around when you're using your incense.
Yeah,
a lot of people just sit in one spot.
No, I definitely. With the instance, I moved around, but with the lure, you're stuck at a Pokestop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which, being there, I've gotten more Pokemon than I've normally just sitting around.
Yeah, because then also, I don't know if it's the way I'm saying it. Like even then, like all those 3-step Pokemon, they're all going to be in one concentrated area for you to go to.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, because
like normally there would be a Dragonite.
Yeah,
and down there, then it'd be attracted to the lure. And everyone's gonna be on a feeding frenzy for that fucking Dragonite.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, I was noticing the other day where at one of the Pokestops there was just a bunch of people, and because I wasn't close enough to it where I could, but I could see the Pokestops from where I was at, and there was like 5 or 6 people there, and all night long I was watching it on the map, and I just kept seeing lure after lure after lure after lure.
Yeah.
So they were just there hanging out, catching Pokemon and bullshit. Same thing at KFC. That's what I see people doing all the time. Like if you go there now, I guarantee there's a lure on it.
Yeah. I heard there's like a spot in LA where there's like 3 Pokestops like right on top of each other.
Oh, nice.
And like and then everyone's there, and they all pop lures on top of it, and you just sit there and Pokemon just come like crazy.
That's fucking awesome. That's one of the things that a lot of people are talking shit about, how like, oh, it's making people dumb and no one's paying attention and this and that. But you know what? It's bringing a lot of people together. Mm-hmm. Like the other day, when I first started playing it, the first day I played it, the first day I played it, I walked out because like there's a Pokestop like right here, the Bethesda school right here. Mm-hmm. There's a Pokestop, and so I was like, fuck, I had just finished the tutorial and telling me to go check out the Pokestop. Like fuck, and I'm like, okay, well I just walked down the street, and as I'm walking, I walked like literally to the end of my driveway and made a left, and it's just right there on the other side of the McDonald's. And so as I'm walking back, there's 2 guys about my age walking by me, and they both have their phones up, and I'm like, are these guys playing too? And this is the Friday the game came out, right? So I walked by, and I just happened to look back over my shoulder, and I see the game. So I told them, yeah, hey, I just hit that fucking stop right now too. And I go, there's another one down the street over here, and I was like, you know, but it's like it prompts people to talk because you know you're all interested in playing the same thing. You know what I mean? Like that kid I almost hit on the bike and the 6 other people that were with him. I ended up telling because like I came from they were coming from the ocean and I was coming from the inland. You know what I mean? So we met in an area where they told me, oh yeah, there's 3 Pokestops up this way. Where I wouldn't have seen them because they weren't on my radar yet. And I told them about the ones that are down by mine because
I had a Kabuto right now, right next to me.
Really?
Yeah, and my phone crashed.
Oh, that's bullshit. You know what? That happened to me too, though. The first time I ever saw one, it crashed on me. Those are some of the glitches that I've had, though. Like one of the glitches I've had where the freezing Pokeball. You ever had that? Where you throw a Pokeball, like you say, like
that does happen to me, except for me, like once I go back into the game and I look at my journal, it says I caught the Pokemon.
Yeah, sometimes it says you can't, but sometimes it does. Like usually it happens to me with higher level Pokemon. So I'm sure they ran away, but in the journal it doesn't tell me if they ran away or not. The other glitch I've had is like I have a Goldeen, and I have an Oddish. I have no idea where the fuck they came from. I didn't catch them.
You have eggs that you
I have eggs, but I've seen all my eggs hatch. I have no idea where those 2 fucking came from in my thing. The Oddish is like 216, and the Goldeen's like 3 something. But like I have no idea where the fuck they came from. They just showed up. I'm assuming they came from eggs, or it's a glitch in the fucking frozen Pokeballs. But I've had that, the frozen Pokeball glitch. I've had gyms just won't load, and then the Pokestops sometimes I'll show up to a Pokestop and it'll just be white, like it doesn't, cause you know how it shows whatever the.
Yeah, for me, I've had it white, but I've spin it and it'll.
But if I spin it, it doesn't work. It'll just spin it, and then eventually it'll load up. But I don't know if that's my signal or what that is. Other than that, like I haven't really had major issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the freezing Pokemon. Like, do you have any issues with the gameplay wise?
No.
No, I think it's a lot of fun.
Like I said, I can't really tell like what
Yeah.
issues are because of my phone or
Yeah.
what are because of the game.
Yeah.
Because it could be anything.
Yeah, I think my only issue with the game is the whole nearby thing. Like, they don't give you, like, even the tutorial, they don't give you enough information. Like, I granted you got to find out some of the shit for yourself, like learn it. But like with the whole nearby thing, I think that could be a little bit more. That could be broken down better. I'm not saying I need an arrow telling me, yeah, the Pokemon's that direction, but like,
yeah,
give me some kind of.
Or doesn't when I push track on the Pokemon, it doesn't track it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need you to like take exactly.
Or doesn't it set footsteps of the route I need to take?
Yeah.
Towards said Pokemon.
What would be nice is kind of maybe a hot and cold indicator, because I notice when you're walking, the little corner thing, how it keeps flashing.
Yeah.
Well, every time it flashes, it's because your thing has changed.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't give you an indication. Like, so when you're tracking a Pokemon, it just flashes green the entire time. Like not the entire, but like anytime it changes, it flashes green. But it doesn't indicate whether you're getting closer or farther.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that would be nice. Maybe something like that.
Like blue or red.
Yeah. Exactly.
Blue farther, red closer.
Exactly. And other than that, I don't think I've had any issues with the game. Yeah, I think overall I've been having nothing but fun with it. Like I said, the nearby thing has been my only issue. Mm-hmm. And how I don't know how some, like a buddy of mine, he was lower level than me, but he's fucking catching these 300, 400 level Pokemon, and fucking I'm sitting here catching fucking 10 CP fucking Pidgeys everywhere. But he's hunting because he works at the same area I work in. Like we're just doing it at different times of day. But like it's fucking like but like the other day I was working the same hours as he did, and he got all kinds of shit, and I'm like, he got that fucking Jolteon. And like that shit wasn't even on my radar. How the fuck did you catch a Jolteon, you dick?
Well, sometimes like I'll be on my iPad and it just has Wi-Fi, but it's like the GPS works for like maybe 1 minute.
Yeah.
And that's usually what I catch the Charmanders on, and I've never seen a Charmander on my phone.
Okay. So it might be just depending on the signal and the. Yeah. That could be it.
Or like I gave it to my sister. She had like a Pikachu and an Arbok and a Primeape.
Oh shit!
All right next to us, and I had only like Pidgeys and Ekans.
Oh, okay. That could be okay. That could be an issue too. Yeah, because that you know what, that makes sense then.
And we had we're using the same account, so like even then, it wasn't giving us the same Pokemon.
That's crazy. Yeah, good point. And there was something else I was gonna bring up about it right now. Shit, I don't remember now. I think on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Don't forget to go to therealpressstar.com. Click the Rip Apparel link. Awesome fucking
Rip Apparel has a cool T-shirt. It's fucking Bob Ross.
Oh, that one's fucking badass right now.
Bob Ross in the form of trees.
Happy trees. Yep. There was one I was gonna buy it.
I wanted to buy that one and put it into a tank top.
That'd be cool.
But I already bought two Pokemon shirts. There was one like last week, and it said Pokestop, and it was like red walking over. He was on his phone. He was about to walk over a cliff.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And House Instinct.
Nice. I was gonna buy the fucking the Valor shirt, but I just like I don't know. I couldn't justify myself buying the Valor shirt. Not yet.
Yeah, because Valor is a piece of shit.
Also level. Excuse me. LevelUpVapor.com. Click. They don't have a Rip Apparel link on their website. Use the coupon code TRPS. Get 20% off your order. You're not only fucking getting awesome vape flavors with tons of flavor, tons of fucking vapor out of them, but you're also getting you're also supporting the show and letting them know you listen, and yeah. And then AmericanHeyday.com. T-shirts, flasks, posters, fucking prints, whatever you need, they got it. Go check them out.
They have prints?
They have prints, like not prints.
No, they have prints.
Yes, prints.
Prints.
Prints. And on that note, game over. No more
Keep
questions.
the rain down.